I dream of indie.
Yeah.
Hello, artists. It's Silent Signs from I Dream of Indie. Today we are taking a look at narrative-driven puzzle game Behind the Frame. In this game, you play as an artist who seems to be stuck in her day-to-day routine. Every day kind of looks the same. She makes her breakfast, makes a cup of coffee, starts her application for some sort of painting school, and of course works on her art. I don't want to give away too much here because this is a very short experience. The whole game took me about an hour, and to give you too much detail about the story would be to spoil it for you, and I certainly don't want to do that. All I will say is things may not be exactly as they seem, and you will soon unravel why that is. Gameplay is incredibly simple. You are an artist, of course, so there are times where you are painting or sketching. You're mostly just pointing and clicking, solving some very light puzzles. You can't really physically move around the scenes, but you can turn the camera around and interact with different objects. So it's not like you have full control of your character, but you certainly get a scope of everything that's going on in the room. And really, that's all there is to it. The game is broken up into short chapters because, again, the game is quite short. Some of the chapters are more puzzle heavy than others. Ultimately, most of the time your goal is to obtain another color to complete your painting. And don't worry, you don't in fact need to be good at art to be successful at this game. Yes, you do have to do painting and sketching, but the game really holds your hand for that. You get to color in the lines without even really having to try too hard. Visually, Behind the Frame is absolutely stunning. It seamlessly combines this anime art aesthetic with actual paintings and still images, as well as sketches in a notebook. The kind of mixed medium that this game uses is really unique and really gives it a whole lot of personality. The colors are absolutely gorgeously saturated, and the transitions between the anime cutscenes and the paintings were really impressive and made this game incredibly immersive. The soundtrack is also presented in a really unique way. Each time the track changes, it's because you're putting in a new cassette tape into the tape player. For the most part, it's exclusively instrumental, but there's a great variety to the types of tracks that you get to hear, and all of them are absolutely gorgeous. There's some really crisp sounding violin and piano, and this game does recommend that you play with headphones. I can absolutely see why you would want to listen to this soundtrack to its full potential, and the sound design in general is really fantastic. The only issue I had with it was the voice acting, or the kind of sparse interjections of voice acting that you do get. They feel very out of place. They're kind of unrelated to what's happening in the scene most of the time. It felt more like video game sports commentary than actual reactions to the current events. All in all, I was absolutely mesmerized by Behind the Frame. I thought that the puzzle solving was simple enough that it's very accessible to almost any age. You might need just a little bit of knowledge of kind of basic video gaming to get through this one. Oftentimes it felt more like watching an art piece than it did an actual video game, and I'm completely okay with that because it had a really nice story to tell. The game is only an hour long or so, as I mentioned before, but like a great art piece, it does stay with you, and I think that that adds more value to this piece. So will you be painting a masterpiece with Behind the Frame? Let me know in the comments down below. Before I go, I just want to thank our indie warriors, Mitchell Hall, Bunny, Kevelo, Bill Tikaz, Christian Cruz, Strict9, Chris Jackson, Nathan Moore, Peach, Adriana Amato, CJR, Falco Lombardi, C Coil, Skeptism, Jen Rose, Jesse, CPM, Julian Colbus, and JRS8. Thank you all so much for your support. Thank you for watching this video. If you haven't already, don't forget you can subscribe down below so you don't miss any reviews or previews, and check out the description box for some other great ways to support the channel. Thanks again for watching. I will see you next time.